These are the kinds of people you don't just need God to help you to avoid. You need God to help you blind you from seeing anything about them. You need God to help you to block your ears from hearing anything they say. And you need God to help you discern what they are bringing into your life. Who are these kinds of people? Now let's get into this video. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Faith with your favorite host, Erama Agri. And today, I'm here to share with you my 1 cent about the kinds of people you need to avoid. Since we're in a season of God pruning us, we're in a season of growing with God. This morning, during my devotion, I had this revelation about these kinds of people we all need to be aware of. And at some point in our lives, we have come into contact with such people. And who are these people? The likes of Joab. So Joab was the nephew of David, right? And Joab was also a friend of Amnon. Who was Amnon? Amnon was the son of David. David's son. The son of David.
What are you saying?
David's son.
What are you saying?
Anyway.
What is he saying?
Okay, guys. So Joab was the nephew to David. And Joab, this same Joab, was a friend to David's son who was called Amnon. Amnon was David's son, as I stated earlier. He was very brilliant. Joab, he was very brilliant. You know, that kind of people who are very smart, strategic, very manipulative. Because in this case, Joab had advised Amnon that, we all know the story of Amnon and Tamar, right? So he had advised Amnon that just tell your father when he comes to see you that you need your sister to come over and make you some food, right? And when she comes, you get to lay with her. That is how come he got Amnon to sleep with his own sister, and that made Absalom very, very, very angry with him. Eventually, Absalom kills Amnon. Now, this person has pushed Amnon to do a very foolish stuff, and in the end, it causes his death. Meanwhile, the advisor, the mastermind, is walking about free. This is why I'm saying you need to avoid these kinds of people. These kinds of people are manipulative. Very, very, very manipulative. And you need to advise yourself from them. So I remember back in university, I had this friend, right? This friend would, give you all the advice in this world except to do it herself. And at that time, I clearly, I wasn't the smartest when it came to life, right? I felt like every advice goes because finally I was out of the grip of my parents. So I could do anything. I'm a free bird. Not knowing I was not so free. In the end, it did cost me a lot and a lot. So here are some characteristics of the Joab kind of people, the people with the Joab personality. 1, they are very loyal, only when it suits them. So they will stick with you as long as it serves them. The minute they lose value for what you can give them, the minute they see that you no longer provide the value they used to get off you, that's when they dispose of you. 2, they are very, very manipulative. They can talk you into doing anything and everything. Excuse me. They will talk you into stealing. They will talk you into fornicating. They will talk you into sleeping around. They will talk you into wasting your money. They will talk you into doing anything that does not except anything evil except the good stuff. These people will never talk to you about something good, right? I remember one time also a friend of mine was like, I wanted to go out with this particular gentleman, right? And we both the person didn't share in the same faith as I did. But this friend was like, I clearly told the gentleman that we can't go out because our faith is you are here. I'm sorry, it just won't work. And I'm not looking to hook up with you just for the fun of it, right? Then my friend texts me, that was back in uni. My friend texts me and goes like, is it because your father is a pastor or is because you just don't want to go out with him? And I'm like, both. Because 1, personally, I know it's not going to just work out, right? So what's the point in going out with you if it's just I'm just going to be wasting my life. She said she dated the that kind of gentleman, and in the end the reason why she didn't go along with the relationship was because she felt like the guy wasn't faithful enough. So I asked her, why didn't you stick with the fact that, oh, he has all the money and everything, and you left for your own peace of mind, but you want me, your friend, you call me a friend, you want me to do what? You want to push me into something that would just not work out. Why do you want to do it? She said the guy likes me to a point that the guy's been talking to her about me and all those things. At that time, I felt it was cute, to have the man talk about you. Like, I felt it was cute. But now, sitting down after reflecting these past days, realized that she was just pushing me into something that would have cost me in the long run. Let's just say my parents are the kind to also go with the flow with how everything is going, and they allowed me to, marry anybody, go out with anybody. I think in the long run, I'll just be in a hot soup, right? So these people are very, very, very manipulative. They wouldn't want the bad for themselves, never. They'll push you and drag you into something you would regret. The next thing about these kinds of people is that they are very, very, very impulsive. They act without any consulting nobody, right? They do things in the crooked and the strangest kind of, like, they don't mind going to hell to get whatever they have to get, just so they can do what, get to wherever they want to get to. And no, like, hey, we all have met these kinds of people in the form of human beings. You have to avoid them for your own sanity. Avoid these kinds of people. Like, these people will draw you away from God. And do you know the most interesting thing? They look so smart. You would mistake their brilliance for God-given wisdom. I'm telling you. That's why you don't just need God to help you to avoid them. You need discernment. You need discernment, right? Recently, I met a young lady, and she was talking to me about, her own life issues, right? We met in a car, and this, from there, she would call me from time to time, to check up on me because, you sat in the car, you have this convo, it just hits. And back then, I would just have felt like, oh, she's my friend, and, because you have good conversations. Then this lady calls me all of a sudden, inviting me out, and I'm like, okay, that's not bad. I don't have a problem. Until she names the venue, and I'm like, excuse me, did I hear you again? Excuse me. So then I told her that thank you, because of my job, I personally can't come out during these times, and where I live. I just gave a whole bunch of, excuse, right? Then after that, I just pressed broke. I blocked the number for my own sanity. You will not drag me backwards. I have come a long way with God, and you're not going to drag me back into a lifestyle I left behind. So these kinds of people are not just to be, you just have to fear them more, fear them, whatever they are saying. Don't even be in contact with these kinds of people. So a friend of mine was also talking to me about these kinds of people in the form of a personality. So she was telling me that there is this colleague of hers, right? And every time she's talking about something positive, this person will just, drag the whole, like, comes with a very negative energy, drags this whole thing, makes it very, like, impossible. You are even talking to the person about future, something and believe, you are trusting God that it would happen, right? So she just, one time, she was like, she was so uncomfortable with the person to a point that she had to tell this person that you are just a bad vibe, like a bad energy, right? And the advice my friend was telling me he would give her sounded so, on a normal level, like it sounded so okay. It sounded like, wow, this is brilliant. Wow, this is reality. This is fact. But underneath all that, this person is just bad vibe, bad energy. And in this your walk with God, you and I know that we walk by faith and not by sight. There is God's truth and the world's facts. We don't despise the facts of this world, but we trust and we press in the truth God has told us, right? So for your own sanity, just avoid these kinds of people. You can greet them, fine, but sitting with them in a continuous meeting will just derail you from anything good you are trying to achieve in your life. Okay, guys, so the next lesson I learned from this Joab shenanigan is that they would drag you into obscurity. What do I mean by that? In the Ghanaian system, we have people like Donfu Kungfu. They will act like they are helping you. Like they will come around, try to be supportive, only to be, okay, Jagu. I'm really trying to find like the right word. It looks like they are there for you. But they being there, as I stated earlier, if it's not yielding any fruit to them, if it's not serving them, my dear, forget it. Unless it has something to do with their own, it has something to do with them making something out of you. Like if they are not getting some kind of value, they come around trying to. Just look at Joab and David. Joab is the cause of Amnon. He's the reason Amnon died. But look at him. He goes to David, snatches on Absalom. Absalom flees. He's the same person that went, but like they look like they are helping you, but in the end, they are the reason for your mess. Why obscurity? They will drive you into constant mess, and after that, they'll fold their arms and just be looking at you. They will fold them arms and be looking at you, and they'll even give advice saying, have you told you at least you could have done it this way? You know that this like they will try to sound some kind of empathy, right? Sorry, but heavy. They'll try to show some kind of empathy, right? And these people, they are joy killers. So just imagine sharing your joy with these kinds of people. You just imagine someone who is donfu kungfu acts like he wants to help you, but in the natural, he really has no adrenaline for you, no goodness here. There is no adrenaline for you. Only adrenaline. Avoid these kinds of people, though. Some of them will come and they'll come with their own bunch of problems. So you think that, oh, they are lawyer. They are waiting to get something of you. So you better shine your eyes and allow God to help you with discernment. This prayer, I just wrote it on my prayer wall this morning, that God, block my ears, block my eyes, cover every senses I have from these people. Because the minute they see a crack, they are going to show up. And when they show up, the damage they will do, you can't recover. Most of the time, you wouldn't be able to recover. So you need God to help you discern these people. You taste? Okay, and the most important of them all, these people will look like your ride or die. Like, they won't even pull away for somebody to come home, because they know if the minute they give you that space, you are just going to you are going to meet somebody who is going to open your eyes to their negativity. And these people are always condemning other people to you. They will come and tell you, this person said this person said that, this person go there or there. In the end, so we all need to be watchful, right? That's why the Bible is there to serve as a guide. These are all live lessons that the Bible has already laid out for us and to us. What's the importance of not reading the Bible to know what's in there? So guys, be very, 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 very So you don't just have to wake up and be asking God for just money. Even with that, you need God to guide you in order for you not to have these people around. Because let me tell you, as a matter of fact, they are going to come around. And they may come around in your times of loneliness, right? They will come in the time of your brokenness. So when they come and they show you some kind of loyalty, they show you some kind of goodness, you may end up thinking they are your everything. You would share everything with them, only to find out that they are just listening to make fun of you. Even not fun, they are just listening to publicize your matter outside. So guys, from now on, say this prayer: dear Lord, block my ears, block my eyes, all every senses against the spirit of Joab, the personality of Joab. Help me to discern, Holy Spirit, these people. Help me to create that boundary. Help me to know when to say that, God, my dear friend, it's okay, you've done enough. I think this is where we need to, put a stop and put an end to it. Help me to insist on my boundaries. Help me to, when you finally tell me that these people are bad, I will listen. In Jesus' mighty name, I have prayed. So guys, if you enjoyed this little piece of goodie, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And also, if you are new here, welcome. If you are old here, thank you for sticking with me. I really do love and appreciate your constant love you show to me on this channel. And also guys, don't forget to turn on your notification. That way, whenever I upload a new video, you get to see more of this. Jesus, babe. You get to see me and my Jesus on this channel and everything I do here, right? And also, please share your thoughts in the comment section. What if you've actually encountered these kinds of people? That way we all get to help each other. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.